And we are back. Thank you all so much for your patience. We have Legacy of Goku Dragon Ball Z coming in at you right now with UltraUberness as our runner. Go ahead, take it away.
Hello, everybody. So, the run starts actually on new game, so I'm going to start it here in just a moment. This is the first game of the series. You're going to see some interesting, fighting, for sure. I'll explain on the way. So, let's start it here. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so we first start off with collecting magazines for Master Roshi. That's how we progress in this part of the game. Don't worry, they are safe for work magazines. And Reddit should be here. So this is a first game. Funny enough, this series is actually American only. It was only in the English language. So like this isn't like in like any kind of like Japan studio or anything, so not really much tech in this game. There is some flying that we do, but otherwise than that, it's just mainly walking. There is a glitch that we will use to trick the enemies in this game, so it's really just a lot of like movement and timing. So all right, so the first thing we gotta do is we gotta help the people, and there's oh, I'm about to try not to die here. You take a lot of damage from these enemies. It's absurd on how much damage you take. So, or you can get the infamous miss. I'm not sure how I'm getting all these misses. There we go. That proved that I'm not doing the invisibility glitch, thank goodness, because I'm like, I didn't touch anything when I first started, so. We do get sensory beams at the very beginning. You get XP for everybody you talk to, so. Alright, we're gonna take the slow route, because this is the safest. You can go down this mountain on the right side there. That is the fastest way. But we need our flights to get this boat. So, again, you're just doing a bunch of quests to appease the old man to let you go past, so. And this is the first instance of fly mashing. You want to keep as much flight as you can, because we need to get it back to the top of the mountain. Not too much tech. It's different than X4 for sure, but it's a goofy game, very fun to mess with. The second in the series is kind of where it like takes off the most for sure. So this is a story of like just all the way up to Frieza, by the way. So like everything we're doing here, we're just trying to get to Frieza. That's where the end points. See, we got okay. Now I gotta wait for that orb to come back. Actually, I think I gotta wait for its place to come back. I think I used too much flight. I should have got to the right angle. That's fine though. This is just as slow, so that's fine. We are gonna get our first upgrade here shortly once we get to the old man, and this is his cat actually. Right now. So he's gonna give us solar flare. That's how we get it in Dragon Ball Z. Remember solar flare? TN didn't have it. I'll grab this actually. This is gonna be the biggest thing I gotta do here. Let's heal actually. This could go bad if I take too much damage. Alright, come on, Raditz. I know you can do it. Come on. There we go. We are in the, I'm gonna say infamous, because it's only in this game, infamous fly glitch. So the game, you're not supposed to take damage while you're flying. So the game is like, okay, well, in order to take the damage, I took damage, so you were taking damage. You can die from that. But the game makes you land to take the damage, but the game's like, oh, we forgot to cancel you out of fly. So the enemy just sits here waiting for me to land. And that's the entire game, by the way. Goku doesn't steal moves. I don't steal techniques. Oh yeah, you will get, so there's a lot of music from the show and a lot of pictures and movies. A lot. So, like right there. So that's, you're gonna see that a lot in this game with the way Legacy Goku works. You do take damage on these spikes if I can get my keister to move. We don't have to fly too far because Goku has to fall off. Lore. Right here. And we're in HFIL. Home for infinite losers. Alright, we're gonna grab some herbs here. So as a backup, we do gotta talk to this guy. To trigger the end scenario of this area. And then we gotta collect 3 ghosts. Don't ask me why. That's just the progression. So these games are RPGs, so they made it so that you had like progression with certain things. But some of them are funny because, you know, they're sayings they can fly. You know, what's stopping me from walking, like flying all the way over here? But hey, you know, flight is very sensitive in this game. You lose a flight every 6 frames. 6 frames you move downward. Alright, I try to place these ghosts in a certain spot. Because they actually will go inside your hitbox. So, if we need that central beam, I might grab it. I'm hoping a lot of people played this game when they were kids, because I certainly did, like, way too much. Funny enough, there's Legacy Goku 2 and Boost Fury that are RPG-based, and then the one made by the same studio made the GT Transformations, which is not an RPG. It's a side-scroller beat-em-up, so I'm gonna do the best I can, because I don't think I don't want to like mess anything up. I try to avoid. When I play Dragon Ball Z games, I tend to like quote Team 4-star a lot. So this one here. Let's get the last ghost here. If there's any like donations or things you want to talk about, you can.
Of course. Just want to remind everybody, as we are nearing the end of Slurpathon, that we have raised $2,604. We're still $395 away from being able to surpass last year. It would be absolutely phenomenal if that were to be something that could be attained. And on that note, we'll let everybody know that Slurpathon is raising money for Extra Life, which raises funds for the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Proceeds go to the Alberta Children's Hospital Foundation. Extra Life brings together thousands of gamers around the world to play games in support of their local Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Since its inception in 2008, Extra Life has raised over $70 million USD for sick and injured kids.
Let's get to 3,000. Let's go.
Yeah, we're making good progress. We're so close.
Yep. Alright, so Snake Way was hard before, but now they give us all these orbs, so we can just fly our way there. I don't think I do too much. It's still sensitive with the flying, but that's fine. And then grab this one. So this part could be goofy. So the Bubbles and Gregory are they're a challenge in this game for sure. Especially with your movement, it's you know, you don't have a lot of speed, so See if we can get this. Oh, you go top route. I moved too far down. Come on.
Knowing Goku, it is absolutely wild to watch him literally crawl across the floor.
Yeah, it's really this was very bare bones. This was like early GBA times too. So like it was like I think it was like 2003 when this came out too. So the funny thing is I can get Gregory to stay put. There we go. The game tries to read your inputs, but if you fidget too much, it doesn't know where you're going, so it just stays there. So like fidgeting is like doing back and forth, up and down, or sorry, not up and down, up and left. So now this is the part where Goku would not do this. He would definitely save the kid, but saving the kid is slower, so we ain't doing that. We're gonna walk down here. By the way, King Kai did give his Kamehameha, by the way. So we are gonna use that actually in this fight right here. We ain't gonna save we're supposed to save the kid. But nope. The game has bad physics with its interactions, so actually, I think I'm supposed to save the kid and take care of those, the shootout, too. This is my favorite jam in the game right now. Alright, we gotta fight Nappa, everybody. Alright, let's go. I should mention this, too, actually. The game actually is not a mashing game. If you hear a distinct crash right there, I'm actually damaging the boss. Everything else is during iframes. The game doesn't show iframes, but when you hear that crash, I actually damage them. So I remember when I first started speedrunning this game. I remember like the first runners were like heavily busting their thumbs trying to mash. But yeah. Alright, Vegeta's gonna sit there too. Like I said, this is the entire game. I've always wanted to like show this game because it's just funny with the way that the move or like the physics work. So very straightforward, very fun. You don't have to mash. Like the thing is, you don't just punch. Alright, so now we gotta get him down here. Right here. Because Vegeta will walk his happy butt down here before the cutscene starts. And then, so after this, we gotta go to Namek. So, but yeah, we have all our super moves. We have Kamehameha and Solar Flare now. So, you will see actually a lot of them used in Namek. Namek, there is actually a lot more mechanics that you will see me mess with because of the way XP is ran and some of the physics with the maps. So, pow. Oh, there's Yajirobe. So now Gohan turns into his grade 8 form and smacks Vegeta as well. Everybody's down for the count. Alright. And Goku's picture showed. Yep, there it is. Namek. Alright, so here you're supposed to, like, plant the trees. But, yeah, we got other plans. I need that there. These Frieza Force members are rough. Yeah, look at that. That's why we needed that herb. Alright, we're gonna go to full heal. Alright, we need this guy to fire his... So, like, this is the first enemy that fires blasters. This is how the flying thing works. So, now that we got that, I got Kamehameha, we're gonna grind some XP because we are far too low level in this area right now. So, these guys are the best XP in the area, and along with... Where is that guy going?
He's scared of you.
Yeah. It should be fine. the biggest XP is after Frieza Force. There's stronger Frieza Force than the Ginyu Force. So, funny enough, the Ginyu Force is a rough fight because you have to fight everybody but Gildo. So, there we go. Yeah, should be fine. I should be able to kill one other one on the way back. So, and then we got, so in order to continue forward, we have to get these magical artifacts. You know what? I'm gonna be safe. You can stop right there. No, I need to grab this, and now I do this. All right, it is faster to die here because we gotta go all the way back down the mountain, and that takes long. All right, and now we can go to well, the temple. There's one more artifact we gotta find. So flying machine is relatively important here. So really important actually, because this is such an open area. It's like, oh, there goes your time. All right. Yeah, I saw that coming. We're gonna grab this one then. And we should be able to just walk over here to the left. Left side Wendy's. Or the left side, no, it's left side Wendy's, yeah. Right side McDonald's. Yep, right side McDonald's. We go straight down. We should be able to offset the AI here with these two. Yep. They got confused where I was standing, so... So the funny thing with the original game, there is points of the game where it bugs out, where it's trying to load the next scene, like right here. So you gotta be careful when you try to like flip through things. And we get a speed boost here actually, with these artifacts. By the way, that's Super Kami Guru right there. I think this is kind of like the game's way of like talking to him, so... Alright, time for Ginyu Force. You guys ready? I'm ready. Let's go. Ginyu Force time. We're gonna grab this real quick. Is any more flying? I'm gonna freeze this guy on the left just so I can be safe. Well, actually, I could freeze the top one too. And there goes Ginyu Force. It's over. GG. We beat the Ginyu Force. So the maps overlap in this game. It's not supposed to, obviously not supposed to do that. So, yeah, you can skip the entire Ginyu Force. And so you opt into, you still are under leveled. So you want to fight these guys. Oh, that would have been perfect. That would have been perfect. Oh, we got it. Cool. I worried for a second. If I take a punch, these guys are, oh, we gonna die. Like, it's bad. So we gotta get to level 15, and then we can go fight Frieza. Man, I forgot how ear splitting the Kamehameha is right there. That's worse than the Gohan one in against Boo. Boo's Fury has like a ear splitting Kamehameha as well. I don't know what speaker they decided to use on some of these sound effects. Let's see, 14, just a few more. We should kill only 2 more, I believe. So the funny thing is this, so the reason we skipped Ginyu, Ginyu Force, so I think it's Raccoon and Birder. No, actually, I think it's all... The first 3 give you, so Raccoon gives you 30k XP. Raccoon gives you like 40, and so does Birder, and then Ginyu gives you 60k. They have so much health compared to these guys. These guys I'm fighting right now have 30k experience, the same as Raccoon. But they have like 10k HP, while Raccoon has like, I think it's like 30k or something. So you sit there for a while with the other fights. So, now obviously Tess, I think Tess will like show you like, oh, you can fight. That's because they time their hits, so it's just like, and they get the max crit. The other thing too with this game is that you are not doing straight, like you're doing damage, but it's a range. I think like right now I should be doing like there it is. Right now I should be doing like 100 to like 150 damage, and I can get like low punches, and you'll notice that with Frieza too, because Frieza's forms will like, oh yep, you're not, it's past 2 minutes and he's still not dead. All right, Frieza time. So this is the longest segment of the game. It's like 5 minutes. So
at the rate this game is going, that feels like a marathon in of itself.
yeah, it's wow, he is taking forever too. Holy cow.
Just wants to dance.
Yeah, so we go up here. So the cutscene for Super Saiyan moves it up here. Oh, I got me out first before I lose it. Kamehameha is the strongest attack. A full charge one does like, it can do up to like 10k of damage. So, but yeah, we're gonna be here for the next like 5 minutes, sort of. Hopefully it's less. Hopefully the first two forms are the longest. The first one takes about 2 minutes. The second one's about 1.5 minutes, and then the next two are like 30 seconds. So it's one of those things where it's just the HP wise. So
sounds like a good time to stretch our arms and to let everybody know that this isn't the last thing. We still got a couple other games coming up too to look forward to. Up next on Slurpathon, we have Pump It Up Phoenix, and then we'll be wrapping up with a randomizer co-op of Metroid Prime with insane difficulty added on because that incentive was met. Thank you all so much for that. If we can also take a moment to let everybody know, I want to share a little bit about Slurpathon. Slurpathon started off as a small in-person marathon held in Calgary, Alberta. As we grew over the years, we started to include more of our friends, including people flying up from the USA. This year, or back then, well, there was a pandemic that, well, you all know about the pandemic, of course, that kind of forced Slurpathon to be online exclusive for a couple of years, as that was getting sorted out. But after some due time, as things dwindled down and settled back in, it's kind of opened up to become a bit more of a hybrid system that allows... Oh, I like how he kind of just changed form and we're still punching him.
yeah,
it's now a hybrid form where, much like we have UltraUberness here doing online, there's people like me who are in-house at the location who have been helping out with some tech issues, doing lots of hosting. Speaking of, this is just going to be a blanket offer or note for anybody who might be in the server already or who is interested in the future. Slurpathon is in need of hosts and generally volunteers in the future. So next year, if you would be interested in possibly helping out a little more directly with Slurpathon and playing as a host, please let us know in the Slurpathon Discord server. We would love to have more people helping out. We have a lot of people, but also it'd be so great. Like, I don't mind being half of the hosts in Slurpathon, but I also probably shouldn't be half of the hosts for Slurpathon. That's a lot of people for me to be.
Fun fact, by the way, Goku's never seen Frieza's other forms. This is actually incorrect.
Oh yeah,
he's never seen the other forms. When he showed up, he was already in his final form.
Yeah, that little transition shouldn't have happened. He just kind of should have already been there.
Yep.
There we go.
All right,
Wait,
so
never mind.
we got the third form. This was one of the fastest ones besides Final Frieza. This is about 30 seconds. Depending on how my punches go. It should end pretty quickly. Frieza gives a lot of XP, so we're almost max level. So, fun fact: this game actually has a problem with max level. Sometimes you can get max level 24, but it's supposed to have a max level of 25. So, all right. So because this cutscene resets everything, I have to get Frieza to Kai blast me again one more time. There it is, and time will be when you hear Frieza scream in agony. It should be 30 seconds, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem.
He should just be screaming in agony the entire time. He's just sitting there, just eating these hits. He doesn't even know what he's doing right now. He should just be like, ah!
Oh my god, you can grind meat on that. Ah! Yeah, I'm usually pretty bad. I'm usually pretty bad with Team Fortress reference during this game, and Legacy of Goku too. So, yeah, time. There it is. My bad. 25-32. Yep. Had a slight setback on that one segment with on the way to Napa, but that's fine. But yeah, that's Legacy. Yeah, so that's Legacy of Goku. That's it. This is actually the category no map jumping. So this is actually like the old any % route. There is a new one where there's like a debug that you can like just jump straight to Namek. It's about a 14-minute run. So this one is the one where you just play the entire game.
Absolutely delightful. Thank you for the fantastic run. Really good showing. It was actually quite fun. Just kind of, it's a really quaint little game, but it's very enjoyable to watch.
I believe so. I hope other people want to speedrun this, or it's a very simple one. The top time is around like 20 to 25 minutes, so I'm always excited for other people to play this. If you know about it or played it, give it a try. The Legacy of Goku series is really, really fun. Me and my best friend are excited about it, or I love it because that's why Kakarot was exciting. So, but I appreciate you guys for letting me run 2 games this marathon. This was a lot of fun.
And it was a delight to have you. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you for everybody who's still watching. Coming up next, we have something very exciting. We are going to be doing Pump It Up Phoenix. We'll be right back.